Welcome to Unqualified Uprising. It is Thursday, December 4th, and I'm going to try to start a war. Not for clicks or views, just because I think someone's a big asshole and should be called out. And that person is Ben Shapiro. Now, let me preface this with I am nothing. We are nothing. We are Borg. Um, my channel, my podcast, which I run out of my basement, which my friend Adam helps me produce, which my friend Joe sometimes stars in, and my friend Tom sometimes stars in. And we usually play nice. Since Charlie Kirk has died, we didn't say anything at first because I didn't know what to say. My wife didn't want me to speak out because of Charlie Kirk getting shot. She knows I can, be very charismatic. And she knows that when I say things, people listen. I'm not tooting my own horn. I just try to speak the truth to people that don't know stuff. I try to tell them what I feel or what I think is the truth, at least as close as you can possibly get. Ben Shapiro is a very smart man. And I also have to preface this with, yes, I'm about to attack Ben Shapiro, who's a member of the Jewish faith, which I have no animosity against and care little about their supremacy, how they want. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about the religion. I don't care about what they do. It's none of my fucking business. You go be Jewish over there. It has nothing to do with me. Good for you. I think the hat looks fucking stupid. The yarmulke, that's just a fashion critique. I think the curly things don't look good. That's just me being stupid. Like, I'm just whatever. Because it seems to me that anytime you throw shade on anyone of a particular faith or a sect of the Jewish community, you get called an anti-Semite. Okay. I'm going to make fun of Ben Shapiro, not because he's Jewish. In fact, I think Ben Shapiro has done more damage to the Jewish community than anybody other than Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, let's pause quickly. And anti-Semite, first of all, it's a term that should not be thrown around. The Nazis were anti-Semites. The Aryan Nation are anti-Semites. The Ku Klux Klan, people like that. Atrocious, horrible crimes against humanity. I'm not a Holocaust denier at all. I do think stereotypes are usually true. And in this case, it seems to me that every single stereotype is fucking true with this guy. The title of this video is going to be Ben Shapiro is a little fucking worm. It won't probably be fucking worm, but he is a worm. Maybe a nice guy. Don't really want to talk to him. I hate that matter-of-fact shit. I hate it. The way he talks, like everything he says is the fucking truth. He told Megyn Kelly live on fucking stage that Candace Owens said that Erica Kirk murdered Charlie. Now, I understand what he was saying because he said that, or Candace Owens said, she thinks TP USA had something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. Therefore, or Erica works for Charlie Kirk and works inside the organization. Therefore, Charlie Kirk was killed by his wife, or she knew and didn't tell him, blah, blah, blah. That's absurd. It didn't make any sense. Megyn Kelly didn't believe him when he said it, and then she had to almost like do a retraction. She like was at another stop on her tour, and she told her audience that Candace Owens did not say that and Ben Shapiro was lying. Well, I don't think she said Ben Shapiro was lying. I think she took like the nice, Ben Shapiro misspoke or something. No, he was lying. He was being deceitful. He was being shady. He is shady. The whole Daily Wire is fucking shady. Whatever his fucking name was, the God King, Jeremy Boran or whatever, he's fucking out on his ass somewhere because he got weird. I liked Michael Knowles. He's a little bit more funny and dry, I guess. Matt Walsh looks like he should be selling paper towels for Brawny or doing some kind of like man shit out in the woods. And I can't go. He goes full on the no gay stuff, and I don't give a shit about that. I don't care. That doesn't go be gay over there. Nobody cares. Just don't make a fucking spectacle of yourself. Just like this asshole Ben Shapiro. Go be Jewish over there. Nobody cares. Everybody know the Holocaust happened. Everybody know, every person on earth with a brain knows that the Holocaust was a real thing and it was fucking awful. I probably know a little bit more about the Holocaust than normal run-of-the-mill civilians because my either 8th or 9th grade English teacher was a fucking super Jew, and she tried to get us all to go to Israel with her and kiss the fucking wall, and I wasn't having any of that shit. And I read fucking Night by Elie Wiesel and the Death March and fucking Death Trains and Death this and Death that. Everyone knows it was atrocious. But it's pretty bad when you got to start a conversation with the Holocaust and end with but. That is by far not the worst atrocity that's happened. War crime, whatever, crime against humanity, whatever you want to call it. But that seems to be the only one that anyone ever talks about. The Holocaust. Holocaust were awful. Everything is awful. If you say anything bad about the Jews, you're a fucking Holocaust denier. If you call Ben Shapiro an asshole, you're an anti-Semite and you denied the Holocaust. I'm not denying anything. I just made my little genocide sheet here. And I'll make a little arrow. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can. But the 6 million Jews that died in the Holocaust are third. First is Mao Zedong's Great Reset, and that was from years 1949 to 1979, and that was 40 to 70 million people dead. Wow, what a great reset, Mao. Then you got Stalin, and that's from 1929 to 1953. So these are both running congruent. No, okay, so Mao Zedong's is directly after the Holocaust, just when they were kind of uncovering most of the atrocities. I don't know when Nuremberg was, but the Nuremberg trials were at some point. So Mao Zedong's Great Reset or whatever it is, where all these fucking Chinese assholes died, was probably during some form of Nazi trial at some point. Then you got Stalin, that great horrible fucking the Russian fucking bear or whatever he was called, that asshole, that great fucking dirtbag against humanity. He killed 53 million people, and most of them died in the gulags. So that's pretty bad too. So if we're going like atrocity competition, the Jews are losing that one. They're behind. The Chinese got everyone beat. They just threw people off cliffs. That was brutal. They all fucking starved. It was awful. But anytime you criticize Israel or criticize Ben Shapiro or criticize Benjamin Netanyahu, you get called an anti-Semite. You get called you don't believe the Holocaust happened. First of all, this shit where all these Chinese fucks died, that ended in 1979. I was born in 1980. The Holocaust happened way before I was fucking born. I don't hear the fucking Chinese whining about it, and I don't hear the Russians whining about it. I'm not saying it wasn't horrible. I'm sure it was. I'm not denying that it was probably the worst thing fucking ever. Well, in their fucking religion, yeah, it was the worst thing ever, but not according to the fucking Chinese and the Russians. They got you beat. Now, where Ben Shapiro falls into this, he's one of those fucking guys that makes you not want to like fucking Jews. I'm sorry. Ben Shapiro is annoying. He's always been fucking annoying. And Ben Shapiro is the only reason I know who Nick Fuentes is. Because guess what? I had no idea who Nick Fuentes is. I didn't pay attention that much. And the only reason I heard who Nick Fuentes was because Ben Shapiro was having a fucking meltdown about him. So you know what I did? I started watching Nick Fuentes content. Yes, some of the things he says are asinine and fucking stupid. Some of the shit makes sense. I think a majority of what Ben Shapiro says is fucking stupid. Some of it makes sense. Ben Shapiro is what's wrong with this pro-Israel, pro-fucking Netanyahu, pro-fucking Zionist nonsense. You can talk about any other country in the world except Israel. We bankroll Israel. I'm allowed to say whatever I want. I just watched a Dave Smith interview where one of these IDF fucking commanders or something said we have no right to scrutinize and critique what Israel does. And Dave Smith, you almost see him like scratching he didn't scratch his head, but you could see him like staring right through the fucking guy. Like they're not even in the studio together, but he's looking at the camera like, are you serious? We give you the weapons that you're shooting Palestinians with. And I am not a fan of Palestine. I'm not a fan of that whole fucking region. The two-state solution is not going to work. It will not work. You can't tell the Palestinians to leave. You can't tell the fucking Jews to leave. I don't know what you're going to do. I think you should just throw in a bunch of nitrous oxide or throw a bunch of ecstasy on them and get them all together in a room and have them talk it out. That's obviously a fucking horrible joke. But it's better than what's been going on over there, for the last 8 billion years. Benjamin Aaron Shapiro is an American conservative political commentator. Okay. I guess. I would say is an Israeli conservative political commentator, media host, and attorney. He writes columns for Creator Syndicate, Newsweek, and AMI magazine, and is the editor emeritus for the Daily Wire, which he co-founded in 2015. Shapiro is the host of the Ben Shapiro Show. Very, 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 very small ego, you can tell, the Ben Shapiro Show. A daily political podcast and live radio show. He was editor-at-large of Breitbart News from 2012 until his resignation in 2016. Shapiro has also authored 16 nonfiction books. Shapiro has described his political views as economically libertarian and socially conservative, and is critical of the alt-right movement. He opposes abortion, gun control, same-sex marriages, transgender rights, and the Affordable Care Act. He supports capital punishment, tax cuts, and the 2003 invasion of Iraq. He has condemned Hamas, praised Israel, and the IDF and their role in the Gaza war and overall Israel-Palestinian conflict, and denies the ongoing genocide in Gaza. I can't remember what the phrase is, but these lying eyes. You can go on, and granted, it might be Al Jazeera, but you can probably find it on YouTube too. The fucking IDF just shooting kids, and I know the fucking Palestinians are fucking terrorists. I'm not stupid. I know they take water pipes out of the ground and put fucking grenade launchers in. They put rocket propelled fucking mortar mechanisms in them and shoot them at the fucking Israelis. I get it. I know there's a jihad against Israel. I know Israel has gotten the shit end of the stick. But, dude, these guys, I did a pine cone analogy in the last episode, but it's literally like these guys ran a stop sign in front of you and you gave them the electric chair. Like, that's what you did as the state trooper. He ran a stop sign, he gets the electric chair. That's what the Palestinians did. They ran a stop sign, and the IDF said, straight to the fucking chair, and they fried them. Are the Palestinians savages? Absolutely. Is the IDF a savage battle battalion? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do they kill children and civilians indiscriminately? Absolutely. Have they committed a genocide? That's debatable, because Palestine is one of the few countries that's been genocided so many times that people can't fucking even count, but their population keeps growing. So that's debatable. What's not debatable is the overwhelming use of force and just the constant bombardment, whether it's propaganda to America or fucking missiles at Palestine. That's why I said Ben Shapiro's an asshole. That's why nobody likes him anymore. That's why he's losing 100,000 fucking subscribers in a week. Now, I will probably never even have that much. I wish I do. I hope I do. Maybe someday I will. Maybe someday Adam and I can ride around in gold-plated Mercedes-Benz tricycles. Who the fuck knows? I really actually want a feller buncher, which is a piece of logging equipment, so I can just drive around in my backyard and knock trees down. But that's me. These weirdos pick an island with a bunch of little kids. I'd rather have a fleet of like loaders and dump trucks and shit and just go, do cool stuff with dump trucks and loaders. But that's me. Ben Shapiro has probably done more to hurt the Jewish, I guess, opinion in this country. He's whiny. He's good with money. He's annoying. He's the kid that tells on you when you're smoking in the bathroom. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be smoking in the bathroom, but whatever. He's one of he tells on people. He tells on everybody. He's the guy at the rock concerts that's snitching on you for bringing in outside beer. That's what he is. I hate to tell you, he's a narc. He looks like a narc. I'm looking at his fucking Wikipedia. He looks like a little narc. And the picture they got of him is just him frowning. I'm Ben Shapiro. You can't say anything about me because I'm Jewish. And if you say anything about me, you're an anti-Semite. No, you're a fucking asshole. The Jewish part of you is I don't care about. That's the least thing about you that's awful. Your support for Benjamin Netanyahu Benjamin Netanyahu could shoot children in the face in front of you and you still support him. Your blind allegiance is embarrassing and scary, to tell you the truth. I'm getting a text message, which probably means I'm going a little too hard. Okay, I'm okay. Hold on. It's real life, people. That is real. Okay, I got 10 minutes to yell about Ben Shapiro. I'm looking at this picture. This is an unhappy guy. This is a guy who reads shit on Twitter about himself and fucking whines about it. Nick Fuentes should buy Ben Shapiro a golden fucking yarmulke. Ben Shapiro has probably made Nick Fuentes more money in the last month than Nick Fuentes has made in his goddamn career. Because anything that Ben Shapiro hates, you instantly know is at least going to be funny. Did Nick Fuentes say stuff about Hitler? I guess he did. I don't know the context. There's many things you can say about Hitler that maybe you said Hitler's bad. I don't know. I don't see a lot of ways you could say Hitler's great. I don't think of Stalin's great. What great people these guys were. No. It'd be the same thing like saying Obama's great. Crazy Willie Clinton is great. Come on. So, do I want to meet Ben Shapiro? I don't care. Would I debate Ben Shapiro? Yes, but I'm not necessarily debating him with 100% like a timeline of when he started whining and timeline of Nick Fuentes. I don't have any of that shit, but I would debate him on his attitude turning people off to the Israel cause 100%. I could debate that all fucking day. Well, what do you think? Well, why do you think people don't like me? Because I talk about Israel. No, dude, it's not that you talk about Israel. It's you talk about Israel before you talk about America. You hold Israel in such high regard when America's bankrolling them. They have free health care because we pay for it. They have good security because we pay for it. They have the Iron Dome. We pay for it. Well, America doesn't pay for it. Yes, they do. Well, no. Okay, let me rephrase that. Our tax dollars go to some shell company in Qatar, and then they get shipped over to the IDF in gold bars. I don't know what the currency exchange is for bribes. I'm not sure. But yeah, we bankroll your country. We bankroll your army. We bankroll your fucking military campaigns, which you have many of them for some reason. Like, at least the CIA goes in, like, does coups and kills people, like, 10,000 or 5,000 miles away, 2,000 miles away. You're killing motherfuckers 400 feet away from you. You're shooting children. It's not... I'm not kidding. There's videos of the IDF in clear IDF clothing. It wasn't like a bunch of Palestinians stole a bunch of IDF clothes and started shooting each other. No. IDF uniforms, IDF patches, IDF identifications, shooting children, funneling Palestinians through small corridors so they could shoot more. That's unfortunately the same shit that the Nazis did. The Nazis used to line up Jewish people and see how many bodies their bullets could go through with one shot. Seems like you're doing kind of the same thing. You're funneling people through a fucking corridor and you're opening up on them with automatic weapons. There's no Jew hate. I haven't said anything about your religion. I don't know anything about your religion. I think you worship Moses. I think Moses is your God, if I'm not mistaken. I don't care what Mel Gibson said about you. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about your fucking weird New York City tunnels that you're fucking climbing out of the sewers like the chuds. Listen. Ben Shapiro. Stop lying. I'm a lot of things. I'm not a liar. I don't like you. If I meet you, I'd shake your hand. I don't want to fight you. I bet you I could actually beat you up. You're probably one person in this media sphere that I could beat the crap out of, but I don't want to. But you start that whining shit around me, nobody wants to hear it, man. Like, everybody just kind of gets turned off by you, and you're turning a whole country off Israel. Because you're Israel first. Your name should be Benjamin Netanyahu. That's what your fucking name should be. Or Benjamin, I'm the big fucking Jew, Shapiro, and don't talk bad about Jews, or you're an anti-Semite. That should be your fucking name. That should be your handle. Anti-Semite detector. That's what that thing on your head is. It's an anti-Semite detector, an ASD. That's what that yarmulke is. Whenever he gets around anyone if anyone throws money down in front of him, that shit goes off. How dare you drop change in front of me? Are you implying something? As he's down there digging it up.
I'm getting this evidence against me.
See there. There. Did you want a Jew joke? There's a fucking Jew joke. But dude, no one cares about your fucking stupid religion. Nobody cares about anything. Just stop being annoying. And if you don't like Nick Fuentes, stop talking about him. It is exhausting being a fucking human. I'm telling you. Watching these people squabble, they have no. How can you not realize, Ben? You're a very smart guy. You're a fucking lawyer. How can you not understand? You go on your podcast. Don't listen to Nick Fuentes. Don't you dare platform him. No one should ever listen to Nick Fuentes. No. Okay, everyone in your every single person on your live streaming was Googling Nick Fuentes as you were saying that, looking at what he said. I'm sorry. And Nick Fuentes, no disrespect, man. I know you are, and usually when people say something like that, they're going to be disrespectful. But I know you're famous. I never even watched. I think I watched one of your things, and it was you making fun of Ben Shapiro, and it was absolutely great. And I don't know a lot about you, but you seem like a very nice younger guy. Way nicer than this fucking Ben Shapiro guy. The hate in his eyes, man. Look at his fucking Wikipedia profile. Look at his Wikipedia picture. He looks like a demon. I'm fucking torqued out tonight, man. I'm telling you. You shoot Charlie Kirk and no one can even like put a dog turd on Ben Shapiro's door. Like, what is going on with this fucking world? Charlie Kirk, it was the most benign motherfucker. This guy's up here saying, obliterate Palestine, make it Jew land. Like, come on. Fucking Ben Shapiro. You shake your head. You just saw a real moment. You saw it. Dude, I watched Ben Shapiro's shit, man. He's a smart guy. He can articulate shit. The reason I'm pissed off is, you know what, man? I used to like you until I figured out that you're a little fucking snake for another country. And you know what, dude? I don't care if it was Saudi Arabia. I don't care if it was fucking Canada. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're Jewish. I don't care about that. It has the fact that you're Israel first. You might as well be fucking Russia first. At least Russia fucking admits to what they do. You fucking lie about it. And that's all I have to say about that. This has been Mike for Unqualified Uprising with the help of my up-and-coming and thrilling and happy producer, Adam.
Yes.
He hides back there and says random things at random times. We put up a video on YouTube. This is going up on Rumble and YouTube, so check it out. If you like it, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's fine. I guarantee I will not whine and cry and fucking at you on X and tell you you're an anti-Semite. If you don't like me, that's fine. I don't care about your religion. I don't give a shit about that. The fact that you're Jewish or Islamic or Muslim or fucking a snake handler is the least is one of the things I care about the least. That's final statements. Ben Shapiro is a fucking man baby. He needs to take his yarmulke off, wipe his fucking tears, put it back on, and keep trucking. This has been Mike. I am Unqualified Uprising. Shout out to all the uprisers out there. Like and subscribe on Rumble and YouTube. And remember, Ben Shapiro is a jerk, not because he's Jewish. It's just because he's a man baby with a very, very, very sandy vagina. Goodbye and good luck.